Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in Greece with the earthquake situation in Santorini. One of the most popular tourist destinations in the world is now a veritable ghost town. 3.4 million people per year generally visit the island of Santorini, and now basically all of the tourists are gone, and the warnings that are now in effect by the Greek government have now been extended beyond Santorini to the island of Amorgos, which is just to the north in the Cyclades. Cyclades make up about a dozen or more islands, and Paros, Naxos are in there, but Amorgos, which is the first island northeast of Santorini, is now under an emergency situation as well. What we can see today as well is that Google is getting in on the action with the earthquakes. When you Google Santorini earthquake, you're now actually getting the magnitudes and earthquakes, where they are exactly. As you can see here, we've got this nice map with the information affected countries of Turkey, Egypt, Greece, Libya. The epicenter of the one they're talking about from a couple days ago there, February 10th, was a 5.2, fairly substantial earthquake. And down below you can see even more earthquakes that are being monitored and reported by Google. So the best place still to look at the earthquake information is the USGS website. And if you just zoom in, you can see, for example, that down here we have the island of Santorini, this huge swarm of earthquakes, and these are significant earthquakes, magnitude 2.5 or more, 178 of that size. But reporting on the ground is that there have been more than 10,000 measurable tremors. One website I saw today even had that number at 14,000. So as you sit here and refresh the page and continue to look and see what's going on, this afternoon there was still a couple of 4.4 and 4.7 earthquakes really close to the island of Santorini. They were actually right down off the east coast, just east of where the airport is, on that east sliding slope there, what was the eastern slope of the original volcano, which was the island before the Minoan eruption about 3,000 years ago. So today in the afternoon we had two earthquakes, 4.4 and 4.7. So yeah, the cluster here with the 180 or so earthquakes shown, this is really just the sizable ones, 2.5. But what we're hearing is that people are saying, who have stayed behind, there are still a couple thousand locals who are staying, and they are talking about every 5 minutes or so that there is another earthquake or something, that they're feeling a tremor. So the Greek Prime Minister was in Santorini just yesterday morning, getting an idea of the situation firsthand. And the government department that is responsible for seismic activity and monitoring that, they are on site with sensors being set up all over. It's just really crazy, as you might have seen from the thumbnail. For those who haven't been to Santorini, the crowds can be absolutely incredible in the summertime, just thousands and thousands of people crowding to the edges of these little walls to watch the sunset down to the west from the top of the cliff. The cliff is about 600 to 800 feet above sea level. In the flyby we started with today, that was generated by Google Earth Studio, you can actually see the zigzag lines going up from the water to the top of the village, to the top of the cliff. In the old days, people walked up, or they took donkey rides up. Now, most people who come in by plane. There are a lot of cruise ships, of course, that come for the day, but most visitors arrive by plane, and that airport, as we see in the image here, is on the eastern flank. So for now, that area around the airport is fairly safe. The real concern that people have there, the authorities, is that with so many houses built out of stone on the cliff's edge, that there'd just be too much danger if there was a sizable quake, that parts of buildings would break off and tumble down and land on people and hurt people. So they're doing the best they can to keep the local residents who have stayed safe. The warning systems are in place. We really don't know if this is a precursor to a very large earthquake or if this is just seismic activity that will fade again. Hopefully it's the latter, and hopefully we'll all be able to get back to Santorini soon for another visit. Okay, that's all we got for today. We'll see you again next time. Take care.